Yeah, I'm gonna check it, go down just maybe 2, see what it is. Yeah. Nope, I don't think so. I'm like, why is it so dark? The problem is. Right. Keeps going. So much dirt in here. Ugh. Oh, it's so much cooler down here. Can't see anything. I got we got one more ladder and I'll call it you because it looks like it goes straight down maybe. And I don't want to climb a vertical ladder without a rope. Okay. How far down does that go? All right, I'm gonna continue. It's not that far, but it's like 20 feet. So I'm gonna get to the bottom and see if it just ends or if it goes anywhere. Trying to get ourselves into a tungsten mine. And this maybe is the way, possibly. I don't know. One was I hate vertical ladders. Something to hold on to. Looks like the bottom, whatever this is. Bunch of cribbing right here. How much farther does that go? We're in a square set. All right, I made it to the bottom. It keeps going, so I'm gonna explore. Are you still there? Okay. All right, guys, we just made it down this manway right here, and we are now standing in a square set. Right now I got you guys on my helmet, so, but we are in a square set right now. I don't know if I said it when I was climbing down, but we're trying to get into an old scheelite mine out in Nevada. Heard there's some pretty cool stuff in here already. Being inside a square set, that's pretty cool. And we'll see where it takes us. Ladder system does go down. Sorry, fix my light for you. The roof is starting to buckle. And it just ends there. So we're gonna go back. I'll turn you guys back on that manway where we just got down, and we'll drop down further. It's pretty rad to drop into a square set. Only my second ever square set that I've seen in person. So stoked. All right, I'll try and light this square set up, but we're back to where we first climbed down. See the cribbing right away. That square set. But let's head down this ladder. Like I said, right now you guys are on my helmet. If I get to a drift, I'll put it on the handheld. For now, it's gonna be on my helmet so I can use both hands. Oh, I gotta check it. Here goes. And backfilled. So let's get back over here and drop down the ladder. All right, just get back to the ladder in the square set. Here's a good example. You can see the square set where it's pieced, cut, and set. That one's a little off, the top one. Pretty rad though. Let me get my stuff situated. We'll drop further down in the square set. All right, here we go. Dropping further in. Dead rat. Keeps going down. We'll check this side first. Deeper into the square set. Another dead mouse. Right now we're just climbing through square set, working our way down. The ladder system's over there. We got some pipes running in. And it ends. What is this? It's like an order slide. Hercules powder. Sweet. All right, let's head back, go the opposite direction. All right, we're back and taking the next ladder down. Could be a false 4. Oops. Going down further. Cribbing. Pipage keeps going down. So, next ladder, here we come. Chutes and ladders. Chutes and ladders and square sets. This should be a board game. I bet they had square sets in that. For the miners out there. On to the next. A little ore pass here. No way. Ore cart. Ore cart. So must be on a drift level. Heck yeah. Next ladder. Okay, let me get you on a handheld. Now, I think we're on a drift level. All right, situated. Radio code is 59.5. But yeah, I think we're at the bottom of this square set section, and there's a 4-way turn that makes it into all these chutes that we're looking down. First thing we got here is some a drill bit, drill steel. Marble oil, looks like. Before we take a right, come over here, and there's a cross. I wonder if someone died in here. It's creepy. Not too creepy. Heading this way, and we got our first ore cart. We got El Capitan matches. F. Adams and Company, the American Tobacco Company. Look at that. Under the square set, ore cart full of ore. And she rolls. That is rad. Continues down. Got a shovel. We're still just in a giant square set. Looks like that ore cart would bring the ore from over there, dump it in here. There's that ladder way going down. It's not like it went too far. Okay. All right, let's start working our way down this. See how far down we can get. All right, heading further down. Cracking beams. Here's what we threw that rock down. All right. I'm gonna turn you guys off for this ladder climb just because I don't want to waste time by putting you on my helmet. All right, we're about halfway down to where it goes a little horizontal. Almost there's probably good cut. Let me just do this. Alright, that's what we just climbed down. Looks like there's a tool skip right next to us. Reaching the bottom of this section. Okay. Rad. So we came down. I'm gonna head right, like if I'm facing this way, right off the manway we came down. I don't know how big this place is. So, this is my marker. All right, heading in. In a little bit, I'll give a little bit more info on the mine when I kind of catch my breath. Lots of old cigarettes. You got Lucky Strike. It's like little coffee cups. Wild cherry cough drops. Sweet pie. Pall Malls. Cool. Diamond matches. Raisins. Looks like a little eating place. Lots of carbide dots. Hercules powder. Oh, it feels nice in here. It's about 94, 90 something outside. Dress up your home for Christmas with a beautiful velour bedspread. Choice of 11 colors in stock. 51 bucks. Hey, ain't bad. Hostess cake. See the ties where the track was laid? Bigger pipes. Coming up to a split, looks like maybe. Yep, a split. That looks like fun. But we will stay right for now. There's a split in the track. We'll just go right, and then come back and go the same direction. Oleo Romino, a superior quality of extra fine cottonseed oil. Alright, a little history on this as we walk. So this is a scheelite mine, which is tungsten. was discovered in 1930. Was heavily active during 1937 to 1957, and it supplied critical tungsten used to harden steel for armor and artillery during World War II and the Korean War. Oh, all right. Discovery Peak, founded by W.H. Leonard, 1930. Shut down in 1957 after the wartime. And says it drops down 500 feet. And there's over 3,000 meters of drifts. But we have made it to where the hoist would be coming, or hoist would be lowering the cart elevator and manway. And yep, it goes a ways. I don't know if on this trip I'm going to hit all of them. I might just do the 200 level. But we will see. Man, this is cool. Oh, this is the 100-foot level. Cage call this level 2-1. When cage arrives, you signal 3-1. To go to service, release cage 1-2. So it's got 3 chambers. Oh, I think I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, but it's 3 compartment shaft. We got 2 going up, and then the manway on this side. And I know further down this canyon, there's another one they sunk in, so the men could just climb out that way as well. But pretty cool. That way's collapsed, so it looks like we'll go back and take that right. But on this guy, it's pretty rad. It's a 2 birdcage system. So on top, there would be the ore bin, and the bottom one you could have the ore cart or men in it and going up. So it would be 2 stacked on top of each other on both of these right here, which is pretty rad. All right, I'm gonna get a couple pictures, and this also looks like something the men would write up, something real sketchy. No lights. There's the manway going down. Like I said, I might just be running this 100-foot level today and trying to get back in another time. Some old tires. But yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures and then we'll head back and take that right. All right, we've made it back to the split. That's where that manway is that we came down. That's the way we're heading, and that's where the 3 compartment shaft was. So heading further, another ore pass going down. Some real janky timber here. Get through. Looks like it used to be another ore pass manway going down. And this section's just snapping. I don't smell no fresh wood. But that's as far as this side goes. So we're gonna head back and go the opposite way. Get out from underneath all this collapsed stuff, or breaking stuff. I'll turn you on when we get over there. All right, we're back to that manway that we came down. There's a little marker I made. Now we're gonna go this way, which is left. DuPont, I mean. Some interesting material. Copper. Like I said, this was a tungsten mine or a scheelite, but they did get other stuff out of here. And Shelight's named after Mr. Shelight, which I believe is a German dude who found it and discovered it. Continuing, there's a ventilation, nice curve in the track, solid timbers over here. Creamland milk, 22 cents. That can't be right. I think that's your 22. It goes bad in 22. Someone's probably using it as a water bottle. Like I said, I'm just probably gonna run the 100-foot level. This is just a day trip me and my dad took out here, and he's up top and it's warm, so we'll have to make another trip, recamp out and get further in. Dang, collapsed. Huh. Let me look around here. If not, we're gonna have to go back topside. All right, give me a second. All right, so I did go down 2 ladders, and then for some reason it was just in my head. I do have a time frame to get up, and it is just kind of like a scouting mission. But I got my head for some reason. So I'll definitely be back to drop in to the lower levels. Saw some cool stuff though, the ore cart. The underground 100-foot level, some handprints by Grease. But yeah, I'm gonna start working my way up. I said my dad's topside, and I don't want to be in here for hours. We'll come back when it's a little cooler. Maybe get Ryan down here, and we'll drop lower. I know there's some cooler stuff that's down below, and really want to see it, but sometimes you just gotta say, I'll come back. Like I said, for some reason I got in my head. I've done gnarlier stuff, but I don't know. Weird. But yeah, we're gonna head back up. I'll turn you guys back on when we get topside, or if I hook off on another direction going up through the square set. Alright guys, we made it topside and headed back to the truck. That was a cool explore. Can't wait to come back and get further down into this mine. I was reading that after the 300-foot level it might be flooded, but looking down the shaft it didn't look that way. So I'll come back out when it's cooler, camp out, and go further down. Like I said, I was on a time frame because my dad's up here on top and it's hot up here, and then I also just got a little weirded out for some reason. Just wasn't feeling right stepping down that ladder. So it'll always be there, so we'll come back in a little bit when it cools down and take a run at her. But like always, love your adventure. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.